Welcome all. Today we are going to discuss about application settings in Pega. Basically, whenever you do integrations, we go with the application settings because generally what you do is whenever you're creating an application or working on an application, your application will be migrating through different environments. It can be a production environment, it can be staging environment, it can be a dev environment. So it will be migrating from one application to the other application. Same applications may not use the same integration values, because like for example you are using one email account one, so in staging you might be using one email account, but in development you may not use the same thing. So what you do is, if you hard code this in staging, or if you hard code this in development, when you move it to the staging, it will be very difficult for you, or you have to again change the values in the staging environment also, or if it is testing, in testing environment also you have to change. So to avoid that, what we do is we go with the application settings. Yeah, if you see this example, you will be understanding. So in staging environment, it is using one URL here. For email configuration, it is using some host name, some different one. And when you are moving into the production, that web service is using some other URL, and your email address, email service also using some other host name. So if you see in my app, it was something else. Your web service is something and email service something. So when you migrate, the same values will be sending, and in production you will have an error. It throws an error saying that it cannot find the web services in the production environment. So to avoid that, what you do is you go for application settings. So in application settings, what you do is, in this application setting rule, you have different types of environments where you can give the values over there, and we can call them dynamically at the time of working on your, or you're executing your web service connector or email service configuration. So how do we do that? For this we need to create email settings rule. So let's create one application setting. So how do you create application settings? It will be available under sysadmin. In sysadmin you can see application settings. So under application settings, click on create, and write the application settings one. In the application settings you will have owning result, and you have to give those things. Okay, so I already created one application. So this is how I created email ID. Okay, so to which owning rule set is online store, and to what is the value, for which value I'm writing that email ID I'm writing here. So in the production level, you can see here there are some 5 production levels. So based on your values, or based on the environment, you can provide different email IDs. So I'm giving some values here. So for actually this is in the development environment, so it will take this development environment. So let's see whether it will take this or not. So first of all, we need to know what is application settings rule, right? So in application settings rule, you have category. So what you can do is, you can define different categories in Pega using under reports. You have category. So for example, you want to categorize some few application settings based on integrations, based on UI, based on email account. So if you want to do that, you can create categories. I am not creating any category for you. In application rule set, you can have value types of string or text, or it can be a boolean, or it can be an enumerated list, or it can be even a class also. You can directly refer a class also. So here it is as text, so I am referring the text value. You can save this. So this is how I created one application settings. But how do I call this application settings? Basically, you call this application settings using an OOTB page, data page, that is called as d_px get application setting value. So this will call your application settings values. So it has a data source called as data transform. So through this data transform, it will set the value. So how do it set the value? You can just open the data transform, and you can see. So py setting value is there. So by this it will set your value. In this particular property you will have the value. So for example, now I'm calling this, means what happens, it will set the development value as pegabyte08@gmail.com. It will set this. Okay, so how do this will work means, let me go to d_px get application setting values, click on action and run. So it will ask you 2 parameters. So these 2 parameters is what? Online store. One is this is talking about the rule set, online store, and email ID is the purpose for main. Okay. So when I do this, when I run this, Can you see it is taking only Pegabyte only? How, why it is taking Pegabyte? Because my application belongs to the production level 2, that is development. If it is something else, then what it does, it will take sandbox, quality assurance, one staging or production. But how do you know that yours is production level 2 or not? Means you can just go to clipboard and check in system pages. So it talks about in system pages, you can see PX process. Under PX process, you will have the production level. So this is what production level 2. So that by this you can understand that you are in the production level 2. Okay, so production level 2 value is what? Pega byte08@gmail.com. So this is how your data page is retrieving the value. So now what I do is I will use this data page to retrieve the values, right? But why I'm doing here, because whenever you create an email account, it is throwing you some warnings. Can you see here? It is throwing you few warnings. And what are those warnings? You should not use constant. We should not use constant values. You have to use what? You have to use application settings. So for this, what I'm doing is I'm using that application settings, and I'm calling that using dpage d underscore px get settings value. So let me create manually. So to create manually email account, I'll go to integrations resources, click on email account, create. So I'm creating for this particular application. So I have to take account name as its work class, that is class group. Click on create and open. So email account, Google it is, and it is SMTP. And here I have to, instead of writing constant value, here I have to call the D page. So how do I call? I call like this, equal to D underscore. So I have already have that. So okay, so you have to call d underscore get application setting values. Why did I write this? Because that d page is not a normal d page. It is like it's a parameterized d page. So that's why you have to write parameters in a square bracket. So what is your application? ON rule says it's not department store, it is something else, that is online store. Okay, so purpose is email id. Email id is capitals, and close this square brackets, and we know that it is available in py settings value. The same thing you can copy here also under user id. So display name, it should be Pegabyte, and password, I have to give password of my email id. So how to create an email account through wizard, it was there in one of the videos. You can just go and check there, but it was done by wizard and it is manual creation. Okay, save. So once you save, see, still you have two severe record, because SMT host and port also should not be hard coded. You have to again use same this particular application D page. Okay, click on text connectivity and see whether it is giving all success or not. Yes, that means it is properly, email account is properly configured. So but how did we do that? Without giving constant values, we have given calling by application settings. Thank you.